So next we will learn with some common genetic disorders which is coming under the autosomal dominant disorder. The first one is which is affecting the neurofibromin, that is P21 RAS oncoprotein. The P21 RAS oncoprotein is a tumor suppressor that is affecting, so that it can be lead to a condition which is named as the neurofibromatosis, that is in which we can see the multiple neurofibromas in pigmented skin lesions and pigmented iris. The fibromas can be, or the tumor will be produced with a number of variety of sites, and it is an autosomal dominant inheritance pattern, so that one allele have got the disease and it possesses complete penetrance. Complete penetrance means the 100% of this disease from a parent passes to the offspring. So, and the 50% of the cases are scattered or isolated, that is sporadic. So that is the neurofibromatosis which is coming under the autosomal dominant disease. The another one is the familial hypercholesterolemia. That is the most frequent Mendelian disease. I told you the Mendelian disease or the disorder, that is a single gene disorder. So in heterozygotes representing 2 to 3 times of elevation or hike in cholesterol levels with xanthomas. The xanthomas means the fatty growth develops under the skin, which can be lead to a condition, the atherosclerosis or arteriosclerosis, in a condition which is named as the fat in the arterial wall, or the cholesterol can be deposited at the arterial wall, can be lead to the clotting. The homozygotes develop extensive xanthomas, that is the collection of fatty tissue under the skin, as well as in arteries like coronary, cerebral, peripheral arteries in early stages, and it can be also lead to the myocardial infarction, that is any clot occurs in the coronary arteries can be lead to the heart attack, that is named as the myocardial infarction at the before the age of 20. So that is familial hypercholesterolemia. Another condition which is named as the cystic fibrosis. The cystic fibrosis is a genetic disease that mainly affects the lungs and the digestive system. That is where the mucus production is excessive. The people with the cystic fibrosis inherit a defective gene on chromosome 7 called as the CFTR, or cystic fibrosis transmembrane conductance regulator. That is the defective gene. The protein produced by this gene normally helps the sodium chloride move out from the cell. If it is not happening, that can be lead to the excess production, and thick sticky mucus can be seen at the wall of the alveoli, and it can be lead to the serious affected condition in the lung, which can be this thick sticky mucus collection can be narrow the air passages or clogs the air passages and increase the risk of infection by any bacteria. The thick mucus also blocks ducts in the pancreas, so digestive enzymes can get into the intestine. So all this where the excess mucus collection occurs. So that is named as a cystic fibrosis. Another condition of the dominant autosomal dominant disease is the Gutcher disorder. The Gutcher disease is a genetic disorder which also passes from generation to generation. It is most common genetic disorder. Deficiency of enzyme beta glucocerebrosidase, which is an enzyme which is helping for the breakdown of larger gluco peptides, or larger molecules of glucose can be break down into smaller glucose molecules. That is with the help of this beta glucocerebrosidase enzyme happening. And if the deficiency of this enzyme occurs, it can be lead to the hepatomegaly, or enlargement of the liver and the spleen. And also the body organs, tissues, bones are also affected. And rarely the glucose also can be get accumulated in the brain. So this disease is named as the Gaucher disorder. The speciality is the enlarged spleen, liver, the hepatomegaly or splenomegaly. All this can be happen in this condition. Another autosomal dominant disease is the hemophilia. It is the oldest non-bleeding disorder. It is sex-linked disorder. That is a back cross of which it appears mostly in males. That is, from a male it is passes to the next male offspring. When it is coming in a female, it is not expressive. The hemophilia, that's, or it is not passing to the female. Either it is can be acting on the carrier, but when it is coming to the next offspring level only, it will get expressive. The hemophilia is like any other sex-linked disorder. The background of the hemophilia gene is one on the X chromosome. Two types of hemophilia, hemophilia A and hemophilia B, depending upon the clotting protein which affecting, that is determines the hemophilia A or B. The symptoms are, main symptoms is the bleeding. The bleeding starts in the childhood longer than the normal time, so the clotting time is longer. It may include nosebleeds, bleeding from no reason, blood from the urine, stool, bleeding in a joint. All these things happens, swelling and pain. All this associates with the hemophilia. So hemophilia simply is a bleeding disorder. The continuous or non-caused bleeding can be occurred from any part of the body. So all those are the autosomal dominant disorders. Now we can discuss with the autosomal recessive inheritance. The autosomal recessive inheritance, in which two copies of a defective gene, while in dominant only one allele was there, here two copies of a defective gene from each parent are necessary to cause the condition. Autosomal recessive, that means both gene have to be with that condition, with that character or with that trait only can be give to the offspring. So the disease occurs only when both alleles at given gene locus are present. The parents are usually normal. Nearly all inborn errors or metabolism are recessive. Inborn errors and metabolism can be seen in a congenitally are recessive in nature. So this is the pedigree chart which shows the autosomal recessive passage. Generations can be skipped. The features of autosomal recessive disorders are, expression of the disorder is more uniform than with dominant disorder. Comparing with the dominant disorder, the expression of disorder is uniform. The complete penetration, that means the 100% of passage is there. Onset is frequently in early life, that is in childhood itself the recessive disorders will show. In these cases, new mutations may occur but are rarely detected. The common autosomal recessive disorders are homochromatosis, glycogen storage diseases, thalassemia, alkaptonuria, muscular dystrophy, and the adrenal hyperplasia. The hemochromatosis, it is the condition where the too much of iron in the body, the iron overload, is usually caused by a inherited condition. That condition is known as hemochromatosis, that is excess iron. This excess iron can be poison the organ, which can be lead to conditions such as cancers, irregular heartbeat, and the cirrhosis of the liver. All these are leading from the hemochromatosis, that is excess iron in the body. The glycogen storage disease, another type of autosomal recessive disorder. The glycogen storage disease is a metabolic disorder, and it is caused by an enzyme deficiency affecting either glycogen synthesis, that means the glyconeogenesis or the glycogen breakdown, glycolysis, the glycogen breakdown to the glucose is not happening. Usually it is occurring in the liver and the muscles, but this can be affected. It is named as the glycogen storage disease. That means the glycogen in the liver will not be converted into the glucose. It is stored as such glycogen itself. The thalassemia. Thalassemia is a condition of blood disorder. It is involved lower than the normal amount of oxygen carrying protein, that is the thalassemia. It is a blood disorder characterized by the less oxygen or hemoglobin, and fewer red blood cells in the body than the normal, like the or the lower blood, we can see the red blood cells. That is the condition which is named as the thalassemia. Alkaptonuria, now that is the black urine. Alkaptonuria is rare genetic metabolic disorder characterized by the accumulation of homogenesic acid. The homogenesic acid get accumulated, and it can be affected the individual lack enough function levels of enzyme required for the breakdown of homogenesic acid, so that it will affect the individual to get a dark urine when it is exposed to the air. This will turn into black color. So alkaptonuria is the simple condition known as the black urine. The muscular dystrophy, that is the which is affecting the muscles, it is as a result of group of genetic diseases, progressive weakness or loss of muscle mass. The muscle normal contraction power or the muscle dystrophy occurs, or the muscle wastage occurs. The normal contracting power of the muscle will lose to form the muscle wastage. So in a muscular dystrophy, abnormal genes can be mutated, and this can be lead to muscle degeneration. Most forms begin in the childhood itself. The adrenal hyperplasia. It is a group of genetic condition limiting hormone production in the adrenal gland. That is the condition which is named as the adrenal hyperplasia. Can be seen in children, which affect the normal growth and the development. So this is all about the autosomal dominant and the recessive inheritance disorders. And now the sex linked or X linked inheritance, in which the defective gene always present in a female or X chromosome. The X linked inheritance may be dominant or recessive. This is the pedigree chart showing the X linked recessive, the affected, non affected or carrier. All these things can be seen in the pedigree chart. The sex linked traits, the genes for these traits are located only in the X chromosome, not in the Y chromosome. So the X linked alleles always show up in males, where it is the X is single in nature, whether the dominant or recessive, because male have only one X chromosome. The examples of sex-linked disorders are color blindness. Color blindness is the inability to distinguish between the certain colors. Not all the colors. The color blindness, some certain colors cannot be identified or distinguished. Color blindness is the inability to distinguish between the colors. The most common type is a red-green color blindness, where the red and green are seen as same in color. The hemophilia. Hemophilia means the blood won't clot. That is the condition which is named as the hemophilia. So these are the major X-linked or sex-linked disorders. And now another term which we are using in the genetics is the mutation. I already mentioned the term, that is a sudden inheritable change. The sudden genetic change is named in a sequence of DNA is named as the mutation. It can be harmful mutations, that is the organism less able to survive. That is genetic disorders, cancer, death. All this can be happen within mutation. The beneficial mutations. Beneficial mutation means that mutation allows the organism to better survive or produce genetic variations. Then some natural mutations are there, neither harmful nor harmful to the organism. That is a natural one. The mutations can occur in two ways. That is chromosomal mutations or gene or point mutations. The chromosomal mutation is less common than the gene mutation, but it is more drastic and affects the chromosome, so affects many genes rather than the just one. If in a gene mutation, it is a point mutation or a typical point or a locus only get affected, but if a chromosome get affecting, the complete a number of genes will get affected. It is caused majorly by the failure of homologous chromosome to separate normally during the meiotic division. The chromosome pairs no longer look the same. Too few or too many genes, different shapes can be seen. So that is the chromosomal mutation. It is less common. The chromosomal aberration, the change in number or deletion or duplication or inversion or the site change, all this can be lead to some chromosomal diseases. Examples, the Down syndrome. The Down syndrome is the addition of 21st chromosome. That means out of which 46, there is an additional chromosome at the pair of 21, that is named as a trisomy of 21, the extra chromosome at the 21st pair. The trisomy, otherwise named as the Down syndrome. The trisomy of 21, otherwise named as a Down syndrome, the most common chromosomal disease or disorder. That is the 95% of the trisomy is with the translocation of the change of any of the arm. Its conditions are the congenital heart diseases, then mental retardation, then neurogenetic changes. All these are the major features of Down syndrome. Another one is the Turner syndrome, only 45 chromosome. There is lack of one chromosome, that is missing a sex chromosome. The girls affected with short, slow growth and heart problems. The Turner syndrome can be seen with a female birth, that is short stature, webbing of neck, cardiovascular abnormalities, lack of secondary sexual characteristics, streak ovaries of or diseased acceleration of ovaries or formation of oocytes can be seen in the Turner syndrome. Another one is named as the Klinefelter's syndrome. There is an extra chromosome at the 47 number, the chromosome that can be called as the XXY. The boys are affected with low testosterone levels, underdeveloped muscles, sparse facial hair. All these are the features of the Klinefelter syndrome. It can be rarely diagnosed before puberty with tall stature, hypogonadism, that is, underdevelopment of gonads, lack of secondary male characteristics, and gynecomastia. Gynecomastia is the development of secondary sexual characters of female, can be seen in a male. The principal cause of male infertility due to reduced spermatogenesis. So there is a infertility, that means the gonads are underdeveloped, so there is no spermatogenesis occurs, so that there is an infertility also can be seen in a Klinefelter syndrome, though they are the male. The single gene disorders or spot disorders can be seen in structural proteins like osteogenesis imperfecta. Osteogenesis imperfecta, that is the underdeveloped bones and the muscular dystrophies. Enzymes inhibitors, if it is affecting the lysosomal storage disease, is the major type of single gene Mendelian disease. And receptors, if it is affecting the receptors, that is lead to we have already discussed familial hypercholesterolemia. Then cell growth regulation, if it is affecting neurofibromastosis type 1, and transporters affecting the cystic fibrosis. All these are the single gene Mendelian diseases. Gene, I told you the mutation can be of two types, the chromosomal or gene mutations. The gene mutations, otherwise known as the point mutation, it is the most common and least drastic. Only one gene is altered. So the recessive gene mutation can be lead to sickle cell anemia. That is, the red blood cells are affected. They can be seen in a sickle shape instead of round. Usually the RBCs can be seen in a rounded nature, but if it is there is the sickle cell anemia, it can be seen as the sickle shaped or hook shaped blood cells can be seen. And the speciality of this sickle cell, they cannot carry the oxygen to the body tissues, so it is a heterozygous condition, but though it is protects the people from the malaria. Sickle cell anemia is a blood related disorder. The hemoglobin molecule which is changes the shape under stressed conditions. In sickle cell anemia, hemoglobin molecule is defective. Defective means the hemoglobin molecule have got the capacity to transport the oxygen. Here, the sickle cell anemia, the hemoglobin doesn't possess that character. So symptoms are lung and heart damages, eye damages, arthritis and fatigue. All these are the conditions. Then cystic fibrosis, we have already discussed the mucus buildups in the lungs. That is also coming under the gene mutation. Then there is Tay-Sachs disease. The deterioration of the nervous system can be lead to early death. What is happening in that Tay-Sachs disease means the mutated genes produces the enzyme which will lead to the breakdown of fatty cells, which will lead to the damage of nerve cells, and ganglions can be lead to death. Then phenylketonuria. The phenylketonuria, it is the amino acid common in milk cannot be broken down and as build up and cause of mental retardation. The newborns are the babies which are majorly affected. The phenylketonuria, which is otherwise named as the PKU. The dominant gene mutations are the Huntington's disease, the gradual deterioration of the brain tissue, that is damage, that is the gradual damage of the brain tissue shows up in middle age and as it is fatal. If the brain tissues get affected, the uh, person will die. The dwarfism, that is a variety of skeletal abnormalities together produces the short stature. It is named as the dwarfism. How we can detect all these diseases or disorders before birth? With the help of a karyotyping, that is to make a picture of an individual's chromosome, that is all the 46 chromosomes or the 23 pairs of chromosomes. Make a diagram of this with the help of a specialized techniques named as the amniocentesis. The amniocentesis, in which the amniotic fluid of a pregnant woman surrounding the embryo is removed for the analysis, and with the help of this we can detect the karyotyping of for a newborn baby for coming for the get to be delivered. So this is a karyotype showing the female with Down syndrome. You can see the 21st, in the second one you can see the 21st pair of chromosome have got an additional chromosome. There you can see the 3 numbers of chromosome, and it is XX chromosome in the 23rd pair. So that it is a female with Down syndrome. So that's all about this topic. Thank you.